The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty.
So, Maya, we have to talk about Zohran Mamdani. Not just the fact that he won the mayoral election in New York, but how he won it. Because it all came down to a single, unbelievably absurd moment in a debate that just went instantly viral months ago.
Oh, I know exactly the clip. It was the moment that debate panel and his competitors basically decided to gang up on him and prove they were all more pro-Israel than they were pro-New York. It was embarrassing for everyone else on that stage.
It was a gift-wrapped win, honestly. The moderator asks this loaded question right at the start.
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first? Left to right, Ms. Adams.
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
And the candidates line up like trained dogs. Cuomo says given the hostility in New York, he'd go to Israel.
Mr. Cuomo?
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
My goal would be to take my first trip to Israel. My wife's life work in this area means a lot to our family, and it could coincide with my young son Miles' bar mitzvah, if you'd like to have his bar mitzvah.
Okay, but Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my fourth trip to Israel, followed by my fifth trip to Ukraine, two of our greatest allies fighting on the front lines of the global war on terror.
You can't make this stuff up. Fifth trip to Ukraine? You're running for mayor of the 5 boroughs.
Yeah, exactly. That whole global war on terror framing felt straight out of 2005. It's totally disconnected from the concerns of a New York City voter. And then Mamdani, who is running on housing, jobs, and rent control, drops the perfect answer.
Mr. Mamdani.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
I would stay in New York City. Boom, mic drop. And that's when they tried to trap him.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And then they hit him with the ultimate loyalty test. Yes or no? Do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not
as a Jewish state?
Notice.
As a state with equal rights.
He won't, he
Not
won't
as a
say it
Jewish
has a
state.
right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very
And
clear
his
on
answer
that.
was no, he won't visit Israel.
I said that very
That's what he was
clearly.
trying to say.
No, unlike
No,
you, I
you
answer,
never-
unlike
you
you, I
never
answer
said
questions
no.
very
Okay.
directly.
All right.
It was a completely absurd loyalty test for a mayoral debate. The job is literally trash pickup, transit, and schools. And that's why the public absolutely rallied behind him. It gained him so much public trust because he refused to play that game. Let's look at how the audience reacted to that exchange.
The comment section tells the whole story. He didn't just win the debate, he exposed the entire political class.
This first one nails the absurdity. He's the mayor of New York, not Tel Aviv. What a stupid question.
It's amazing. And look at this next one, Ethan. I can understand a question, what place would you visit? But specifically asking, would you visit Israel, is incredible from a reporter, LOL.
Yeah, it shows their bias instantly. And people felt that pressure point, like this commenter. Lol, I was half expecting one of them to say, not only will I go to Israel, I will kiss Netanyahu's ring when I arrive.
Oh my God, but this comment really captures the feeling that they handed him the election. And this is where they gave him the win wrapped in a present.
Exactly. And this one reinforces the idea that the question backfired completely. If there was ever an example of a question backfiring, this is it. The panel thought they were going to trap him, but he stood out from the rest as being a real New Yorker and took the win.
The optics were terrible for the other candidates. AI couldn't have created it better with the prompt, make a mayoral debate where everyone puts Israel first and only one puts New York first, and make it look dystopic with anybody stepping out of line feeling threatened. That's bleak, but accurate.
Someone wrote literal Orwellian answers from the other candidates. This is why he won.
And this commenter summarizes the feeling of disconnect. Is anyone else embarrassed that our politicians are like this for another country? This is flat out embarrassing.
This is the simple takeaway. This is why he won. Plain and simple. The race was for mayor of a city.
And the final consensus? And that right there is why Mamdani won.
The core issue here is that he refused to be anyone but himself, which the other candidates tried to make a political liability. In his acceptance speech, he doubled down on his identity as an immigrant.
New York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants, powered by immigrants. And as of tonight, led by an immigrant.
That is a powerful moment. And that entire victory speech wasn't just a win, it was a statement about toppling the political machine that tried to stop him.
Exactly. And he made it clear that this win wasn't about foreign policy or global war. It was about delivering what he promised, a city focused on its residents.
The takeaway here is that voters are tired of politicians prioritizing global conflict and foreign policy over the potholes in the rent here at home.
It gave Mamdani instant credibility. He understood the assignment.
The crystal ball will keep tracking moments like this where politicians expose themselves in the biggest spotlight.
Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our continued coverage.
Until then, keep asking questions.